Ever wonder what's reality or what is fairy tale? Welcome to life's biggest mystery. Is it real, or is it conspiracy? Polybius is an arcade game described in an urban legend, which is said to have induced various psychological effects on players. The story describes players suffering from amnesia, night terrors, and a tendency to stop playing all video games. Around a month after its supposed release in 1981, Polybius is said to have disappeared without a trace. Polybius is thought to take its name from the Greek historian of the same name, who was known for his assertion that historians should never report what they cannot verify through interviews with witnesses. The first documented reference to the game was an anonymously authored on a message board or bulletin board on August 3, 1998. The entry mentions the name Polybius and a copyright date of 1981. The author of the entry claims in the description to be in possession of a ROM image of the game, and to have extracted fragments of text from it. The remainder of the information about the game is listed as unknown, and its About the Game section describes the bizarre rumors that make up the legend. The story tells of an unheard-of new arcade game appearing in several suburbs of Portland, Oregon in 1981, something of a rarity at the time. The game is described as proving popular to the point of addiction, with lines forming around the machines often resulting in fighting over who would play next. The urban legend describes how the machines were visited by men in black, who collected unknown data from the machines, allegedly testing responses to the game's psychoactive effects. Players supposedly suffered from a series of unpleasant side effects, including amnesia, insomnia, stress, nightmares, and night terrors. The story tells of how Polybius players stopped playing video games, while one became an anti-gaming activist. American producer and author Brian Dunning believes Polybius to be an urban legend that grew out of exaggerated and distorted tales of an early release version of Tempest that caused problems with photosensitive epilepsy, motion sickness, and vertigo. He notes that two players fell ill in Portland on the same day in 1981, one collapsing with a migraine headache after playing Tempest, and another suffering from stomach pain after playing Asteroids for 28 hours in a filmed attempt to break a world record at the same arcade. Dunning records that the FBI raided several video arcades in the area just 10 days later, where the owners were suspected of using the machines for gambling, and the lead-up to the raid involved FBI agents monitoring arcade cabinets for signs of tampering and recording high scores. Dunning suggests that these two events were combined in an urban legend about government-monitored arcade machines making players ill, and believes that such a myth must have been established by 1984, as it was referenced in the plot of the film The Last Starfighter, in which a teenager is recruited by a man in black who monitors him playing a covertly developed arcade game. Polybius received some mass-market attention in the September 2003 issue of Game Pro magazine, as part of a feature story on video games called Secrets and Lies. The magazine declared the existence of the game to be inconclusive. Snopes.com claims to have debunked the existence of the game as a modern-day version of 1980s rumors of men in black visiting arcades and taking down the names of high scorers at arcade games. This led to the hypothesis that the government was hosting some sort of experiment and sending subliminal messages to the players.